Okay. Alright, everyone. I had fried milk for dinner. Huh? Wait. Only that? Okay, I never had fried milk before because of a couple of reasons, including that my stomach will die. Can we backtrack a little bit? Let's take a little break on the story quest. Let's go do some of the side quests. Oh mate, I see. Let's go do some of the side quests around this area. Why suddenly fried milk out of the blue? I've never had it before. Yeah, I actually am not terribly fond of milk. Saw it in a video on Facebook. I see. Okay, wait, I have to go through this. This means I have to go through this antimatter. Bang. Maybe soya milk works too. I have no idea, man. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it, I guess. Is there anyone here or anything here? To Treasure Hunters, Part 1. Ahoo! You've been fooled! Actually, there is no treasure at all. The only big gifts are my 4 graffiti drafts hidden in this room. And yes, there's also a nice picture of our respected Madam Herta. You didn't expect this, did you? If you're a devout little researcher, take a deep breath. Don't get a heart attack. If you're a fun-loving young person, I suggest you collect them all, like in Pokemon. Take them out when life is bad and have some fun while studying in the Dark Tower. Laughing Hoshi Lazaro. Alright, time to get. Searching. To Treasure Hunters, Part 2. Alright, if you can see this, it means you have followed my advice and that you possess a precious virtue of perseverance. I must admit, you've gone such a long way. If I don't give you something, it'll be a little mean. After all, I don't know who will be looking for my treasure after so many Amber eras. There's a slim chance that maybe you are my future champion, my spiritual successor. Wouldn't it be a pity if I accidentally hurt my friends? Seems like there's no other way. I have to show you the real treasure now. Your respected Hoshi Lazaro. In the PC? Oh no, it's stuck on the screen. Have you ever had a soda called Kali? It was once a signature of the space station, an anti-gravity drink extremely popular in the Southern Orion system. Oh sorry, beside my other famous inventions like the Astro Rod and the Galaxy Guide, this is another one of my masterpieces. The Inter-Astral Peace Corporation once wanted to spend 5 million credits to buy its recipe and I refused. Wen Huairen of the Herta Department of Implement Arts has tried to steal the secret from me 33 times, for which she was beaten to a pulp like he deserved. Now I make it public once and for all. So, give me the recipe. Do not doubt your eyes. Above is a precious secret recipe of Kali. I swear on my mother's grave. Wow, okay. If you are one of us, you will know where to decode the password above. A special method is required to review the text. Hoshi Lazaro the Terrific. Okay, let's go here. Oh yes, I probably need to go and hit the Echo of War, also the Doomsday machine. I need to hit that for some of the materials. Okay, oh man. What? This is an encrypted letter, the secret recipe of Kali? Picklock Shang, are you ever going to read the handbook? I'll read it tomorrow. Let me enjoy my last day. My last night. Why you little? Just wait, there's enough auto radiograph reagent. To Treasure Hunters, part 4. 1. My man, how are things? After I left the space station, my little birds in the Department of Galactic Geography told me things were not exactly going your way thanks to my unconventional way of doing things. Oh, by the way, speak of procrastination, I mean, they started adding me into the WhatsApp groups already. I got added into some WhatsApp group for so-called new stuff. Apparently, there is one more new hire alongside me. Yeah, there's at least one more new hire alongside me. There were some other people in the group as well, but I don't know if they are like still under the so-called training program or whether they are just there as like the mentors or something. Secret recipe of Kapokali, caramel, carbon dioxide, peas, Canterbury bells, interdimensional leaves, ambergris and orchid zest. Yes, you are seeing it right. Above is the secret recipe of Kapokali. I swear on my mom's life that it's authentic. You're swearing on your mom's... Here you're swearing on your mom's life, just like you're swearing on your mother's grave. Yeah, your swearing must not have been very useful, was it? Big Lock Shang says, OMG buddy, the work buddy. I mean technically yes, I'll see them tomorrow. Then I have some stuff also, like for every Sunday there's a meeting with my mentor that I think they're gonna give me like a Zoom crash course, like how to use Zoom on Friday. Like apparently there's a shit ton of functions now ever since I last saw it or use it. I like to run amok too. You are still young, there will be plenty of opportunities in the future. Either you run amok all over the world or it runs all over you. So after all that, the treasure is just this recipe, lad. What do you think? I want to exchange it for money. I do not want it unless you insist. Then maybe I'll consider taking it home. You sure? Alright, enough chit chat. From now on, whenever you are free, just remember to come more often to chat with me. Although I don't have much of anything here, you and I have an agreement. Whenever you pop in, there will always be enough Kapokali for you. Okay, I got the Kapokali secret recipe. And I've also finished a small little side quest. Oh, I hit Trailblaze 35. What does this give me? 10 star rail passes. 800 stellar jade. Oh, they just casually gave me 10 star rail passes like that. This is the most generosity I will ever see from Hoyoverse in a long time. I will use your generosity to the fullest now. Generosity has its limits. Oh! I got a light cone. Okay, what's this? Nihility. For every debuff the target enemy has, the damage dealt by the wearer increases by 12%, stacking up to 3 times. This effect also applies to damage over time. if there's a team inflicting a lot of damage over time effects, I think this is like an option. Let's take a look at our other side quests. I'm gonna go down the list and backtrack and get all the side quests. And slowly like whittle down the list a little bit. Just now, you know, at the Xianzhou, the city, right? There was one bookshop with a girl. The girl selling books. Her name is like Ying Shu. Just say 1 or 2 words. 1. No abnormal watery sound in your pronunciation. Pupillary reflex normal. Perspiration reaction normal. Okay, now you can come over and let me touch your forehead. The Xenohydra can't achieve this level of likeness. Alas, the lead was once again inconclusive. Even if the rare collection of curios is a top priority in the declaration of revival, it is proving to be a difficult task in practice. Xenohydra? There's a curio called the Xenohydra that has the ability to replicate the appearance of other people at will. This allows it to wreak havoc and confusion wherever it goes, as it can easily assume various false identities. Okay, anyway, let's see what you have for us. A member of the squad named Abraham has even gone missing. It is true what they say, when it rains, it pours. Is it the Abraham I know? Oh, you know him? He was recently transferred to this squad from Mrs. Hinkle's, always mumbling about life is but a path to death. That's right, he says this at least once out of every 5 sentences. According to the squad members, Abraham was last seen in the storage zone. Even though Abraham can be quite the downer, which has been a real torture for his colleagues. I can't stand him either. But we can't just leave him. Right now, all squad members are busy searching for missing curios, and I also have to handle the whole Xenohydra situation, so it's all up to you to find Abraham. If you bring him back safely, the Department of Implement Arts will reward you quite handsomely. Okay, storage area was it? Let's start with here. Good PM. Finish. Huh? Whoa. Are you okay there in the corner? Today I'm gonna get justice for Alfred. Whoa, don't come near me, go away. Let's go. Ow. Ow.
どけ。騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
Okay, my turn again. I'm gonna fire off this ultimate. Wonderful. You good there, bro?
自分の意志で結末にたどり着いてみせる。
Hey, did you notice that one of the monsters you just defeated had a different body build? Even the joint on its left leg looked different from the others. I'm pretty sure that's what killed Alfred. I did it. I finally did it. I finally avenged Alfred. I had to gather so much courage to come do Mr. Wen's errands, and who knew it would turn out to be an avenging trip? Is this fate? Running errands for Mr. Wen? Yet Mr. Wen asked me to go to the curio sorting room in the storage zone to pick up an item for him. This makes no sense. Look, he also gave me this executive order. Notice of ad hoc transfer. Research Abraham of the Curio Collection Squad, former member of the Security Department, is hereby commissioned to retrieve a boxer with coloured tortoiseshell pattern from the Department of Implement Arts in the storage zone for Wen Mingde. The item can be found in the third aluminium cabinet on the left-hand side on the corridor. Wen Mingde is personally responsible for all consequences. The notice comes into immediate effect. Period of transfer forward, I guess. Assigner, Wen Mingyi. Wen Mingyi. Assignee, a burger ham. So even boxers can be curio? Are they not? If it's just an ordinary pair of boxers, why would Mr. Wen ask me to pick them up? The order was handed to me by Mr. Wen Mingde himself. It can't be a mistake. I still remember that his pupils were dilated, head covered in sweat, hands cold, even his throat made a faint gurgling sound. He must have been really eager to get the curio, so I have to get this done for him. Uh-oh, there's a fake Wen Mingde running around, I think. The Abraham seems to be real, but the Wen Mingde is like probably not. And there we go, there seems to be some issue. Wen Mingde with hand on hip. Drop the egg already. Wen Mingde with hand spread out. You drop the egg. I know it's you. You've been pretending to be me, deceiving everyone with your shenanigans, and now you have the audacity to stand here in front of me. Excuse me, but who are you calling a fake? I was standing right here the whole time. You're the one who just appeared out of nowhere. I have witnesses who can confirm that, so tell me, who do you think looks suspicious here, you or me? Now everyone, the situation is clear as day. It's already well known that Xenohydra has been on the loose for a long time. Xenohydra can change its form and mimic others' appearance so perfectly that it's virtually impossible to tell the difference. I never would have thought that this creature would be so bold, approaching us like this and trying to take my place. Don't try to steal my words. You accuse me of being fake, but do you have any proof to back up your claim? What about your claim, and where is the evidence to support it? Shiraga, you arrived just in time. What do you think? I should probably leave. I might have a way to solve this. You guys should fight it out. You really don't care, do you? By the way, where's Abraham? Do you find him? And what's this transfer order in your hand? Retrieve the boxer with coloured tortoiseshell patterns. You cheeky Xenohydra! How dare you use my identity to steal such a valuable curio? Now that the evidence is all clear, it's time to end this. I suggest Shiraga make the call. I agree, Shiraga, what do you say? Check the boxers! Those boxes are curio and not to be worn. What not to mention is that they are not my personal property. What's there to check? These boxes are clearly planted by the Xenohydra. I, Wen Mingde, the dignified leader of the Department of Implement Arts and head of the Curio Collection Squad, will not allow the Xenohydra to mock me like this. Okay, the signature is definitely wrong. Shiraga, what do you think? Can't believe I'm gonna say this, but the easiest way is to arrest both of us. What do you mean? At this point, I must stop the Xenohydra from further harming the space station. To protect the whole team, I am willing to sacrifice my own freedom. Don't act so holier than thou. I also think that if you're locked up enough, the Xenohydra will get bored eventually and show its true colors. I see, so you are just trying to drag me into the same miserable situation as you. Even if I get locked up in a containment chamber, I can still lead the curio retrieval efforts. I don't want to go back! What did you just say? Go back? Everyone heard him. He admitted it. Mr. Wenmingi, your willingness to sacrifice yourself like that is quite touching, isn't it? I only wanted to tease you a bit. Never expected to catch so much attention. Unfortunately for you, I won't give up that easily. Oh.
下手に動くな。
They have revealed themselves. Hi Shiraga, Nico did 10k damage. Amazing. Versus? Charge my skill points. Charge my skill points, but I'm going to drain the... Go drain this. Go drain this. I'm going to fire the Bailu burst, and then after that, the next one is probably I'm going to start attacking now. Dot kill. Oh, I see. Nice. I'll look at it later. Finish. Alas, the Xenohydro had escaped. If you ever find a Xenohydro elsewhere, remember that the Curio collection squad is always here. Don't try to fight it alone. Everyone fall in. Asta trying to text me. Might I take a moment of your time, Shiraga? Any chance you are familiar with classical poems? I don't usually speak like this, but I read too much poetry recently. I got an encrypted letter. It must be really good because I can't understand a single word. You seem pretty smart, so please come back and help me out with this one as soon as you have time. Otherwise, sooner or later, I'll just die from the curiosity alone. This is related to the Xenohydro, isn't it? I literally got this immediately. Anything in here though? Can buy the seed, I guess. Can buy the obsidian. Okay, I got this. Oh, all the rewards have been claimed. Just need to go and buy out the rest of the shop now. Okay, are you alright? You just texted me. The Legion is gone, the Curios are back, various departments are returning to their research, and the newly imported goods from the galaxy are beginning to circulate. You're looking for me, Asta? Shiraga, you're back just in time. Thanks to your help and everybody's hard work, the space station is pretty much back on its feet. As a conclusion to Project Revival, I wanted to summon you to witness the fruits of our labor. But just 2 days ago, I received a strange letter. Now that you're here, perhaps you can help me figure out what it is about. I think the word finish in that previous story, like the line, the NPC dialogue line had a typo, but it's okay. I did not take a close look at it. I don't need to take a close look at it also. Let's just go get on with the quest line. Searching for some missing cure. Huh? Wait, it's not here. Is it upstairs?
Doke. 騒ぎを
Fast game,
自
easy
分の意志
clap.
で結末にたどり着いてみせる。
It's up here. Then this would be a better. This would be a better place to teleport to. Is something the matter here? Well, if I understand correctly, where it says an inquiry into spirit tracers, it seems to be referring to the Xenohydra, a kind of curio from our department. And to be an accomplice seems to be some kind of accusation. Shiraka, why are you asking me this? Are you investigating the escape of the Xenohydra? It's in the storage zone. Oh, really? I've been hanging around there lately, but I haven't noticed anything unusual. As for the rest of the letter, please forgive my ignorance, but I really don't understand it. But now we know it's in the storage zone and this area is only so large, maybe we can take an initiative and make a list of the possible suspects. I'm quite familiar with this place. There are one or two places I know that are inaccessible when the Xenohydro may be hiding. I can take you to have a look. Actions are better than words. If you don't mind, Shiraga, follow me. Okay, I'll follow you, alright. Huh? Where? There? Okay, I'm being led to like this room. How do you make a trap? Tightly connect the two disposable kinetic arms. Once the prey steps within range of the power arm, all that awaits them is doom. To make a disposable kinetic arm, we need to find many intricate parts, strange metal of destruction, and phase flame. Okay. By the time the Xenohydra will have died of old age. Hello. Welcome to the street. Welcome to the street raiders, Crispy Moon. Thank you for the raid. How was your street? And also my bot. My bot is a little overzealous. Sorry about that. But thank you for the raid. Okay, let me just do this one for you. Genshin. How was your Genshin? Did you Did you pull? Were you gunning for anyone? All good. How's Honkai doing? I am backtracking and doing some of the small side quests first. Conversely, how's your Genshin? Yeah, meanwhile, yeah, I am actually like a Singapore variety streamer. Dude, good. I did 3 pulls. I got 白族. Congratulations on your 白族. My luck is never this good. You don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. Ride your good luck while it lasts, and ride it to the end. How are you gonna run your 白族? Do you get like any Kave also? Do you get Kave also? I didn't get 白族, but I got Kave. I'm a bit at a loss on how to like run him. I'm trying different things right now. So far I just slept on the 4-piece Dendro set. I slept on the 4-piece Dendro set. I had spare pieces for those lying around. And then I switched my Barbara over to a full Elemental Mastery. Yeah, full Elemental Mastery, like Barbara. My goal was to get Kave. I kept rolling and ended up with Constellation Street. Congratulations. Give Kave a house already. Hoyovers, give Kave a house already. He looks like he really needs a break from his roommate. But nothing happened. We can't just wait here forever. No sign of the Zeno Hydro. Maybe he left a long time ago. Crispy Moon, thank you for the follow. Anyway, all the raiders coming here from Crispy Moon stream. I hope you all had I hope you all had a good time. My luck with Genshin has been abysmal. I had not won a single 50-50 since March 2022, by the way. I think I only won the 50-50 recently with one of the 5-star weapons. Was it the sword? Was it the Nilo sword? Yes, it's the Nilo sword. It's the Nilo sword. Apparently, although it is free, the Xeno Hydro still returns to the storage zone to sleep. You can't help but wonder if it has Stockholm Syndrome. Okay, let's just keep looking elsewhere. I must have stolen a luck this time. I don't know, man. My luck has just been abysmal. I really, until I got the what's that thing until I got the sword, Nilo sword, I hadn't won I lost 11 or 12 50-50s in a row. I remember calculating this with my friend. My friend told me if I lost 2 more times, it will put me at the same odds as getting a shiny Pokemon in with unboosted rates. Is there anyone you're waiting for in Star Rail or anyone you've already got? I went in with 0 expectations. I will tell you that in Star Rail, I came here to Star Rail for Tan Heng. And well, he's already here, and he's given to you for free. He's one of the starting characters. So okay, that's it. Finish. Done. Okay, but I jest. I mean this kind of gacha just roll with it. Yeah, but I heard there's a 5-star version coming out next. Then I will go for the 5-star one. But Jing Yuan is also pretty nice. Are you familiar with the Honkai style characters? Jing Yuan is also quite nice. While I was just now during my dinner break, I went to look out this one character. That I also like appeared in the storyline. The reading is like Luo Cha or something, but the Mandarin text is basically just Luo Sha, so I'm just gonna use Luo Sha. Yeah, so Luo Sha is another long hair husband though, pretty nice also. I'm so down bad for Luo Sha, I'm waiting for him. If you play Japanese voice, he is voiced by Ishida Akira. I heard his voice, I recognized his voice immediately. I happen to pull this boy also, by the way. But I haven't invested in him. I haven't invested in him, but I heard he's very good. Then Pai Lu is also here. Pai Lu is my first 5-star in Honkai. I got her from the departure warp. Then Yanqing I got from the so-called the standard banner. Where is the warp ah? Oh, yeah, the Stella warp, yeah. Oh, I heard she was good too. Pai Lu is very good. She is hard carrying me through some of the content. Because I don't run shielders. I am not running shielders, so I need to... Yeah, I'm not running shielders, so I need to heal off everything that I'm getting hit by. Oh, and by the way, if your character gets KO'd, you actually get a free pass. She will revive one of your characters after they get KO'd. If you have her or like her 6 Eidolon. Ooh, so she's a C6 Barbara. Yes, correct. She's a C6 Barbara. If you have her last Eidolon, she can do this one more time. She can do this revival one more time. Oh yo, oh my god, beside the dog! You're out of your mind, Hoyoverse! Nice. Sensei! Yes. Hi Nico, welcome to work. Weren't you streaming? I thought you were streaming earlier. I seem to have a faint impression of you streaming earlier. Or has the stream concluded? I was ended the watch with IC. Wow, I am so touched. I heard through the grapevine that you apparently hit 10k. $10788 ultimate. Who do you hit it with? I haven't seen the video. I'll look at it later. Shiroga, do you think Unearthly Marvel has anything to do with it? What's that? Don't you remember? I heard from Mrs. Hinkle that you once used unearthly marvel to help her repair major road defects. So is the letter is correct. The Zeno had ultimate Sile. I see. Funny enough, my friend was complaining about Sile. Very funny enough. He was telling me that his Sile was being out damaged by Yanqing. Who? Yanqing, the boy, the ice boy, this one. This one. He's very cute, by the way. I really like him. He looks like the Genshin Tabibito. I want to like pet him and then pull the fruit stock hair out. Last time before I knew that the fruit stock hair had a name. Ahoge. Alright, it's already late for me, so I'm gonna go rest, but have an amazing stream. You too, thank you for again for the raid. Please get a good rest. Good night. Is it late for you? It's almost 10 PM here. If it is later for you, please go and sleep. Thank you again for the raid. Have a good evening. And all the people that came over from the raid, I hope you all had a wonderful time over at the stream also. Let me teleport. Is it here? No, this is here. Where is this accessible from? I'm from Australia. Oh, yeah, 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours ahead or something. Please go and sleep. Have a good night. I want to travel. I want to travel. It was last I went there. It was a really last time I went there a couple of times. It was a really nice place. Nico Kid says I never see his moveset. Yanqing. I heard he gives a lot of like crit buffs. I finally got you, Shiraga, or should I call you Xenohydro? Investigate your mirror image. Look, it's me. Hey. I warned her earlier that someone might pretend to be me to get close to her. Do you have any proof that you are not the Xenohydro? I have a baseball bat. I can bash you to a pulp. Baseball bat, what's that? Can you use it to prove your identity, or is it the only one of its kind in the universe? It's my body. Huh? Isn't your body the Stellaron? So it's an external object. I can bash you to a pulp. Is that the kind of violent thug you are? Hey, you don't want to ruin this pretty face, do you? I advise you to lay down your arms and hand yourself over. Life in the storage zone is not so bad. Last time, Mr. Wen Mingi almost went in. You two may keep each other company in the future. Yeah, let's see what the third party witness says. Lamina, it's your call. Lamina, why aren't you saying anything? Did you suddenly find your conscience? You want to back out now? Grr grr. You just got yourself exposed. Grr grr. So what, Shiraga? I don't think you really understand the situation. What's the situation? Grr grr. For crying out loud, are you too serious? Do I have to spell it out for you? I long guessed that someone would come to investigate my whereabouts, so Lamina and I decided to lure the investigator here, kill them, and then hand them in as a Xenohydro, then we'll finally be free. But I didn't expect you to come. Lamina was soft. She wanted to give you a chance, and so we changed the plan from elimination to persuasion. Now if you want to leave this place, you only have two choices. Either obey and go to the storage zone in place of me, or die and then go to the storage zone instead of me. Why did Lamina help you? Yes, is that really what you're worried about? At a time like this, you know what, as an opponent, I feel insulted. I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Teach me a lesson. Repeat that again. Hey, another me. This is my baseball bat.
生死虚実一年の同点剣剣超無一角
By the way, Nico, you're silly. Are you using her so-called her signature light cone? No. Oh, which one are you using? The one for Yanqing, I think. I see. You're a durable one, aren't you? Okay, but you're down. Persuade Lamina to repent. What on earth is going on? You know me, you know what kind of person Lamina is. No talent, no achievements. I can barely prove my value by doing the most trivial jobs. But working on the assembly line all my life is fine for me, but how can I face my family? They sacrificed everything for me so that I can come here. Do I repay them by being a cleaner? I can't, and I am not shameless enough to do that. Capote was my first springboard to success, the only springboard. Although I had to rely on him, it was still a decent job in the Department of Ecology. I once thought that if I just served him well, I would at least get a chance to succeed. Hard work always pays off, right? Until the Xenohydro impersonated me to prank Capote and make a mockery of him. It's like a mirror, it showed me a pitiful appearance, so humble, so weak, so powerless. He also taught me a valuable lesson. Even Lamina can liberate herself from the constraints of others and live like a person. For the first time, I found that I was willing to trade my mediocre future for a free and unrestrained life. So I let it all happen until the rumor that someone in the staff harbored the Xenohydro became widespread. They called for severe punishment for those who did not report relevant information. That's when I realized that my personal wishes were not important. I can just be a low-level researcher, but I can't let the space station drive me out. I can't ruin my family's last bit of expectations for me. When I heard that someone began investigating the Xenohydro and its accomplice, I made up my mind to eradicate my opponent and protect myself. Finally, I decided to be brave for once. But I didn't expect to be hampered by the bond between us. If only it was someone else who came here. Your bravery is wasted in the wrong pursuit. Is it? Maybe. When a person is pushed to a dead end, it might appear cold and heartless, but it's just survival instinct. If I could see myself in other people's eyes earlier, my life might be different. If it wasn't for the Xenohydro, then it was a letter. I had already figured that the accomplice in the letter was referring to me. It's just that I didn't really have the courage to face it. Better off alone than to be an accomplice. One day as it turned around, a path will be lit by the radiance of the star. I completely ignored these words earlier. Is this letter meant to persuade me? So from the beginning, the informant tried to persuade me to give up my conspiracy with the Xenohydro and live my own life independently. In other words, independence does not only mean leaving the Xenohydro, but also Capote and my weaknesses. Now I understand, although this realization has come a little too late. You still have a chance, but the Xenohydra must be returned. You mean you won't tell me who the accomplice was? Thank you, Shiraga. I will cherish the opportunity you gave me, and I will also prove to you that I have really changed because of this experience. Well, okay. Back we go. To Herta. Now there's one last question. What do we tell Herta? You're back. Did you conclude the matter? Well, it's back. Shiraga, what do you think of this? I don't know what they're arguing about, but I think she'll be able to look after herself. Oops, like the risk of falling into the depths when trying to mount the sky. I didn't use any rhymes or enough alliteration for this line. It's still not good enough. What's with your poetry obsession? Well, actually, the cryptologist is none other than yours truly. This letter took me more than 10 days to write, and I even had to ask Mr. Wen for advice. It wasn't easy. After I wrote it, I couldn't find the right person to get it delivered. Fortunately, the Xenohydra is just a prankster and there's no rush to retrieve it. Then you appeared, Shiraga, and you turned out to be the best candidate, so I came up with the idea to let you and Lamina share some experiences together and see where it takes you. But now you should also understand that Lamina is actually a kind-hearted girl and she deserves another chance. Well, now that my objective has been achieved, I announce that the Xenohydra case is officially over. Here is your reward. Thank you all for your help. Thanks for all your help. Please come back to the space station more in future. Don't forget there are a lot of people who have received your help here and many traces of your hard work throughout the place. Okay. Looks like we have some final loose ends to tie up. Well, looks like this case is done. Is this like the last space station quest that I have? Huh? Here? I do know a little about the curious. They are scientifically called Wababu, a species of the astral spirits collected by the Department of Ecology. They managed to escape during the Legion invasion. Honestly, if they just went into hiding, there would have been no trouble for the rest of the space station. However, recently they've been appearing in groups very frequently. It's as if they were plotting to take out more living space and stir up an uprising. After giving it much thought, I came to the conclusion that this is a special scenario that goes against the overall interest of the Herta space station. Lukacs, I'm just gonna call you Lucas. Lucas, the justice fighter, will no longer be aiding and abetting them and covering their tracks. If they were to gain crucial intel on the ecology of the space station and figure out the researchers' weaknesses, it's quite plausible that they may even wreak havoc on a scale that could rival the Antimatter Legion's invasion. Aren't you the Captain Alan from the security department? I'm not Captain Alan. Okay, let's go and ask the two kids. Boss just woke up. Oha Raga. Oha. Wabi? Slip of the tongue, huh? Boss just woke up. Oha Raga. Oha Suki. Good evening. This is a very strange time to be sleeping and a very strange time to be waking up. Went to bed in the afternoon already. You are either sleeping very early or you're sleeping very late. Where can we find... Are Wababoos dangerous? That's one hard question to answer. You see, Wababoos are different from humans. In their way of thinking, there is no active concept of malevolence. However, the chaotic behaviors they exhibit in line with their nature often causes unpredictable damage to their surroundings, which can be perceived by humans as being harmful. This question is also difficult to answer. Where are they? I am a generalist type of scholar, not a specialist. Just based on these photos, Wababoos can appear anywhere and everywhere. Likely, the specific pathways of their movement can only be discerned by those who take care of them. Alan. Adler, in my professional opinion, your answers were vague, evasive, and only offered very limited help. Shiling, please just stop talking. The level of danger they pose will be determined by the security department, but first I need to find a Wababoo just to see for myself. Judging from Wen Shiling's answer, I have a feeling that Adler knows more than he's letting on. Go to the surprise zone. Supply zone. Here? Here. Marshmallow creatures. By the way, the actual searching of the marshmallow creatures, I went to find it off stream. But it was so annoying. One of them was like literally like, let's use an example. Okay, you walk into the room, right? You know where are they? They are on top of the door. One of them I took like 5 minutes to find it because I kept walking back and forth, and but it was like up here above, right above the door frame. Also, good morning, Bam. God bless. Greetings from my baseball bat.
星の祝福をあなたに。誘った覚えはないけど、ラッキースターは誰かな？すべては星々の星の秘密を求める鍵よ。開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。主、重傷じゃぞ。よいしょ。
Okay. Why are you hitting my Asta? What do you have against her?
Yare yare.
Boom. Your Tan Heng Stones, is it? I don't know, I just whack. I do happen to have the 5-star light cone, which I gave him. So I think there's that. Oh yeah, then his stats right now. Yeah, so these are my Dan Heng stats now. Dan Heng stats now. Huh? Wait. Shit, did I go the wrong place? Yeah, I went the wrong place. I went the completely wrong way. It's instead this way. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! It just won't work even if you put on a terrifying look like that. Captain Alan is the head of the security department, and he is also with the hero who helped thwart the Legion's invasion of the space station. Which is better, Sampo or Dan Heng? It's very difficult to say because Dan Heng is for single target damage. His kit is purely for single target DPS. Sampo seems to do more like. I think Sampo is better for damage over time team. Dan Heng is just for outright brute force. So it's really up to you already. Whether you want something front loaded or more like damage over time. But you already have Silly, right? You have a front loaded character already, right? I think my vote will go to Sampo in that case. Since you already have a front loaded like hunt character, Silly, I think you can afford to go and invest in Sampo. Adler, we need to talk. Woo! So there's a scary Wababoo. God, both of you adults are so shameless going out of your way to stalk a kid like me. That's right, we did. Adler, what are you and the Wababoo conspiring to do? Tell me now and I promise I won't hold you responsible. There's no conspiracy, I was just mumbling to myself. Did you hear the Wababoo talking? Alan, it does not speak human languages and it has no need because you can understand it. The little Adler from the Department of Ecology is a master of languages of different species. You are very much aware of that. If you insist on being tight-lipped about this, I will define the director of the Department of Ecology. Please don't tell Auntie Hinkel about this. I'll tell you everything. After the Wababoos escaped, they stayed low profile in the space station for a long time and we played together a lot. Marshmallow, says Sukizuki. Do you think they go clubbing in this server room after hours? Woo! Did you say something? It says, I will never reveal our goal. It also said, mind your own business or the scariest of us all will eventually come and make your lives difficult. You said that much with just one sound. You can rest assured that I translated it faithfully. Looks like you're stuck in a stalemate. If that's the case, my only option is to make a concession by arresting this one for an internal report. Woo! Wait, unless it says if. If you can prove that your intentions are benevolent, I will consider telling you the location of our base. It can negotiate too. So how do we prove our intentions are benevolent then? As I mentioned before, they were trying to collect the belongings of a certain researcher named Ekurashu. The researcher's belongings had all been taken away by Legion monsters. All the other Wababus and I have been spending a huge amount of time and effort on retrieving the taken items. That's why they keep getting photographed. They were so occupied with dealing with difficult opponents that they had no spare energy left to stealth themselves. If you can help them out, then you're a friend, otherwise it still won't tell you a single word, even if you threaten to take its life. Beating up monsters, leave it to me. Woo! It says, happy collaborating, my comrades are already present at the scene, just waiting to strike. Hopefully, you'll be able to recover Ekurashu's belongings as soon as possible. I'm waiting for your good news. Oh, but they're really cute. The Wababu stops responding. Despite its best efforts to put on an expression of fierceness and bravery, yet a hint of its sadness nevertheless seeped out. This room, I remember this room. This is the room where the person say I hit something on an origami crane, and then you find like 4 origami cranes around the room, but they're all fake cranes. The correct crane is outside at this flower pot. Okay, anyway, let's go here. Courtyard.
誘った覚えはないけど星の祝福をあなたに。
Nice.
自分の意志で結末にたどり着いてみせる。
Oh, by the way, I just realized, right, today, right, a lot of today, right, something has been missing from my team, from my streams today.
Doke, 騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
くるくる。
始めるか。
This is what has been missing today.
くらえ。今だ。
くるりん。
くるりん。I Herta fully max, nice. My Herta is kind of fragile right now. I haven't invested in her a lot. But we will get there, I guess. By the way, I'm contemplating to get the Battle Pass in Honkai Star Rail. But if I get the Battle Pass in Honkai Star Rail, it also means that I will skip the Genshin Battle Pass for the next patch. To be honest, the cards isn't that good. It is actually for the resources. I am starting to notice that a lot of like gating with the resources. In Genshin, I got the Battle Pass mainly for the weapons, but here is more for the resources. But the cards are a nice bonus, I guess. Okay, wait, where are the rest of the Wababoos? Wababoo, wabba wabba wabba. Not gonna lie, I'm curious to see what I think about my CJ. I don't know. I will tell you that I have generally no opinion on most characters. Like, what is going on? Why is there a giant marshmallow? Oh my god, that's kind of cute. But at the same time, I think I need to prepare for one heck of a fight.
一子同時にな一子同時になパーツアップグレードパーツアップグレード
下手に動くな。
私が誰だか知ってるの？こんな大きなダイヤモンド見たことないでしょ。
あげるね
くるくるーっと
くるくるーっと。
お前の番だ。
何見てるの？ちょっと静かになさい。見せてやろう。ふっふんひょうたんの中の薬よ。
I realized I should not have used the ultimate actually, but okay.
よいしょ。
生死虚実一年の魔同点元気超無一角
くるりん。
くるりんと。My Danheng gets whacked a 7k. I'm
私
so
の時
happy.
間がパーになっちゃった。
Okay, but hi, you giant marshmallow. Wababu. Before you go, can I get a photo with you? Oh, it's so cute. Okay. Wababu. Woo, 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 woo. It doesn't look very different from the one from before. No, Alan. Except it looks fucking big. Okay, how do I give the belongings? Where's the Wababu anyway? Oh, it's in the corner. Hi Adler, I'm back. Woo! You're back. We found 3 items. Option 1. Option 2. That was a pretty satisfying fight. Option 3. We saw a shoot's brethren. Ah, you already seen the scariest of them all? Looks like it's going to be harder to bluff you in the future. Fortunately, you've already gotten all the things they need. I'm curious, why do the Robberboos want researcher Ikurashu's belongings? I don't know, I asked the little buddy before, but he never answered. According to Wababu's habits, maybe this Ikurashu offended them in some way, so they are taking revenge by confiscating his things? The name Ikurashu, it feels somehow familiar. Okay, I read through them, says Alan. According to his letter back home, his diary, and his research report that we have on hand, he's just an ecology researcher with low access clearance and he once served as a Wababu researcher and caretaker. At some point, his research fell through and he was transferred to handle the space station's anti-gravity protection net's daily repairs and ionization balance maintenance. Before arriving at the space station, he was a 1 in a million genius on his home planet, but here, his evaluation was extremely low, making his life here a lonely, uninteresting one. From his diary, we understand that he felt unfulfilled, but in his letters back home, his mother seemed to have high hopes for him. When the protection net was destroyed, the Wababus escaped and the 2 major research projects were halted. Maybe he had already changed his research interests and gained a renewed passion. So the belongings that the Wababu wanted me to find belonged to such a researcher. How unrelatable. After all, I, Adler, have never faced a dilemma such as unsuccessful research. Woo! He just said, haven't you looked enough? Pass items to me now. Seeing how you have proven yourself to be on its side, it now acquiesces in pointing you towards their base of operation, which is at the end of the disposal site. Remember, only you two are allowed to go there. Huh? Have I ever been in here before? Why do I not recognize this venue? Oh, it's like here. Coloring
始めるか。
ちょっとは静かになさい。くるくる。私の時間がパーになっちゃった。
Oh my god. It's the big marshmallow again. So cute. He's staring into the window. And may I ask how to get into that room? Okay, that's better. And then we go up here. Wababoo. So this is what it is. So what exactly happened? Do you still remember what was written in observation on Wababoo behavior? What kind of Wababoo would gather in an empty room? Oh, Wababoo! Come to think of it, they even seem a little bit cute. Which reminds me, we should set up a similar type of memorial site for those who lost their lives under the stampede of the Anti-Metal Legion, so as to offer condolences on behalf of the station. As for A. Kurashu's memorial stone, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have it stand here for eternity. With belongings gathered and the memorial stones secured, the ceremony is now complete. The Wababoos can now be appeased. But why does it seem that they still have no intention to leave? Can we just leave them here? Shiraga, do you know how to take a picture? A picture of Wababoos gathering in front of the memorial, a picture of the giant Wababoo guarding a place by itself, and a picture of a couple of Wababoos sharing their grief. I hope we can take a few pictures that will fit this description so we can memorialize them. Eternalizing their friendship to make it resilient and enduring is what I think will truly leave Wababoos at peace. Snap a photo of the giant Wababoo, okay, I guess. The giant Wababoo is too big to fit in the room. I don't. Huh? By any chance do I have to like this? Or do I have to go or do I have to go like super far back or something? No, but the camera disappeared. The camera only reappeared here, so the camera has to be here. Maybe if I go to the furthest corner of the room. Does the memorial need to be in the frame? Ah yes, there you go. Wababoos and the monument. Take a photo of 2 sad Wababoos. My screenshot folder is growing rapidly. Actors said that the Wababoos prepared a unique blessing just for you using the special techniques of their species. From now on, you'll be one of the very few who can understand them. They are not a bunch of necks, are they? Wababoo! Are they just going to be floating around here forever? Okay, let's see. What do we have left? I can never find anything in this like accursed menu. I should hit this one. I'm gonna hit this one. Okay. Stop hitting my Asta. Recently they like to aim my Asta. I don't know why. It almost feels like they updated the AI. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to charge this now. Okay, I'll take out this hand first. I actually made a typo. I should have fired off Asta's skill first. The ultimate first, followed by Tanheng's ultimate.
誰かな。
始めるか。
直してやろうか。
Okay, I'm gonna charge my. Yeah, I'm gonna charge my my skill points a bit first.
よいしょ。
争いに意味はない。
誘ってないけど。誰かな。すべては星々よ。開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。
ルールは破るためにある。
Ooh, 漂亮
騒ぎを起
，wonderful。
こしたくはない。
漂亮也 beautiful。
助けても何も出ないの。ひょうたんの薬よ。
助かった。
Okay. Why are you sealing two of my characters? Hello. Is this even
即
allowed?
決といこ
礼儀がなってないわ。誰かな。
争いに意味はない。
重傷じゃの。血を開けよう。助けても何も出ないわよ。
Oh. Hmm.
すべては星々の選択。星々よ。開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。
生死虚実、一年のマナリ、同点元家、超無一角。はっやっ、
直してやろうか。ほれ。
Okay.
誘ってないけど。
う。始めるか。回復会。
見せてやろう。ひょうたんの薬よ。
ルールは破るためにある。
Okay, who takes one? Who takes this one first?
争いに意味はない。
血を開けよう。
Okay.
即戦即決といこう。
Boom. Nice.
「礼儀がなってないわ。誰かな。重傷じゃの。よいしょ。
Okay.
すべては星々の星々よ。開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。
生死虚実、一年同点元家、超無一角。
Boom. Oh. Wonderful. One shot, one kill. Did I get anything good from this? Okay, let's step out. I have exhausted all 3 of my Echoes of War runs for today. For this week rather. Do I want to play Simulated Universe? Are you are y'all guys, are y'all having fun in this hell that is Simulated Universe? The Simulated Universe World 4, the relics honestly look really good. Boss, I go get lunch and dinner. You mean dinner and supper? Increases the wearer's brake effect by 16%. When the wearer's speed reaches 145 or higher, the wearer's brake effect increases by an extra 20%. Increases the wearer's energy regeneration rate by 5%. When the wearer's speed reaches 120 or higher, the wearer's action is advance forward by 40% immediately upon entering battle. Okay, shall we go and continue with the Trailblaze mission? Trailblaze mission. Wait, let me clear some achievements first. I got some achievements. Key impact. Deal equal to or more than 20k damage in a single attack. That Doomsday Beast, right, when it is knocked down, right, it seems to receive like drastically increased damage, by the way. It's almost like they're helping you get the achievement. Anyway, let's go to the Exalting Sanctum. And yeah, let's continue the storyline.
まだ早いし、どこか行こうか。
I'm gonna put ring because I haven't heard enough of her today. Ring. Okay. Before I continue with the quest line, I think I need to visit this calyx. Gonna ring. Back to fire. Commence. Boom.
この機会を逃す。
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
Round 2.
誘ってないけど。誰かな。
ルールは破るためにある。
Round 2. I can do a blast.
この機会を逃すな。
争いに意味はない。
すべては星々よ。開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。
生死虚実、一年のマナリ、同天元家、超無一角。
弱っておるの。
Oh, okay. Done. This should be enough to ascend some of Herta's talents now. Crit rate increases are 2.7%. I will take it. This one I can convert. I need 2. There we go. Increase ice damage. I can also actually start upping the materials. The material economy is dismal. I'm just starting to find out. Okay, back to the storyline. Kara.
治安が悪くならないといいけど。
こんにちは。何かご用でしょうか。なるほど。新作譜の仕事で来たんですね。処方箋を見せてください。
Is something wrong? Is
これ
something
がよ
wrong?
そから来たものならいろいろと言いたいこともあったんですが、新作譜の仕事なら仕方ありませんね。この処方箋は理解できません。おそらく他の端子に聞いてみても同じでしょうね。
I recommend you go directly to the chief alchemist, Lady
いいかも
Tanshu.
しれません。タンスー様は奇抜な発想をすることで知られています。彼女が準備した処方箋は彼女の説明がないと私たちにも理解できないんですよ。でもそういううさんくさい処方箋ほど神がかった効果を発揮することが多くて、つまりタンスー様は天才端子なんです。彼女が目の見えない転結者だなんて信じられません。休憩中は若木邸にいるはずなので、そこに行けば彼女に会えると思いますよ。
Okay. I was immediately led to Tanshu, who is here.
お久しぶりですね。
How do you know it's me?
あなた様の匂いは分かりやすいので、一つの感覚を失うと他の感覚が鋭くなりますから。他の端子から聞いたのですが、私に見せたい処方箋があるのですよね。内容を読んでいただけますか？
Can you read it to me? Sure.
ありがとうございます。確かに奇妙な処方箋ですね。大体の役理は理解できました。竜の血族の力を汲み取り、それを自分に取り込むことで強くなれるといったものです。ただ具体的な役理についてはさらなる検証が必要で、少し時間がかかるかもしれません。本当に寿命髄を使って検証するわけにはいきませんからね。連絡先を交換しましょう。役理の検証
Leave
が
your
終わ
contact
り
details
次
with
第
me. When I
ご連
completed
絡
my
いたし
assessment
ま
of
す。
pharmacology, I'll get in touch with you. Okay. Huh? Wait, who texted me? Someone called C Quay texted me. A dreamy one-day tour? C Quay, I leave work right on time. Is it where I get to enjoy the luxurious Senzo life of my dreams? Where did you get all these ideas? I haven't even said anything. I don't know if you met him before, but the Skyfaring Commission... I am trying to read the above messages. But the Skyfaring Commission has a speed tester named Tan Tan. He had hoped that the public could actively participate in traffic management and become more aware of potential road hazards. To that end, he is planning a Senzo speed tester experience. There are too few attendees because the event is too boring, so Madam Yukong asked me to help her get more people. Would you mind attending this? Pretty please? All you need to do is record the traffic flow through Starskip Haven. It's simple work, just stand in the lane and count. If you're ready, please go find Tan Tan. Accepted mission. Fired. Speed tester. What do I do? Do I just stand in the middle of the road with like a traffic gun or something? Wait, where's the next one anyway? Head to the Exalting Sanctum Plaza whenever you're ready. Wait, there's something here. Hang on, I'm lost. Why can't I just like, you know, jump over the railing and then glide down with a wing glider? Yeah, I can't even jump. Character stuck on the floor. Greetings, Master Diviner asked me to wait for you. It's about time. Can't go, I'm busy right now. Yeah?
なんだろう、画像だけってここで待ち合わせしようって意味かな。映画でよくある誘拐犯の合図みたい。
冗談はそのくらいにして早く向かうとしよう。
You know, I like how even among the characters, right, they have different heights here. Like, you can see their belt is very obviously like significantly taller than like Tan Heng and even the Trailblazer. Hey, we are waiting here. Now what?
早くしてよ、静寂。あんたを待ってるうちに。
Oh my god, it's Mahjong!
大牧師でも何か問題が起きたんだろ。静寂。 俺たちとパイなんかやってていいのか
Oh my god, it's Mahjong!
平気平気。たとえ大牧師の血が割れたとしても、大牧様が何とかしてくれるよ。あの小さな体で何でもやっちゃうんだから。
Okay, come let's see your starting hand.
うちの大牧様は。そもそも私は遊びに来たわけじゃなくて、あの方から命じられたの。
Time is precious. I'm simply multitasking.
だから貴重な時間を無駄にしないようにサボりと仕事を両立して
I
るん
bet
だよ。
that floating table of yours is an auto table.
写真を見る限りだとここみたいだけど、ってここってパイソー？こんなところでトラブルがあったの？このパイがトラブルなの？
Oh, show me your hand. 请切 show me your hand.
どうも、品にあふれるお三方。あなたたちが例の貴賓だね。
Don't you have a game to like get to?
ごめんごめん。私もちゃんと待ってようと思ったんだけど。お、ほら、
ポン！
でもあの辺は地高子がうじゃうじゃいてうるさくてさ。
チー！
あんな騒がしい場所で待ち合わせなんて。
Chi is not pass.
かん。
Kang!
面白みがないでしょ。
Okay, this one is at least correct.
だからこの機会に長楽天を案内しようと思ったの。ついでに
Celestial Jade.
遊び
I see. It's called Celestial Jade here.
体験してみたらどうかなって。待って、今度こそ。 我が願いは満たされたり。
Okay, she won.
心残りはない。それじゃあ早速出発しよっか。
Okay, the game is over.
ずいぶんと待たせちゃったみたいで本当にごめんね。
いや、
Where do you go?
それほど待ったわけではない。お嬢さんが気合を
Seeing
入
your
れて遊んでいる
enthusiasm for this
姿を見て
Celestial
いた
Jade game has stoked my
その
curiosity.
庭園美玉パイとやらについて知りたくなった。
So let's steal Jade.
根気があって優しいだけじゃなくて見る目もあるなんて。興味があるなら私が庭園美玉パイについて教えてあげる。
People, are you interested in learning how to play mahjong?
見て、あれって。あれは剣木と呼ばれる古樹です。かつてはラフが誇る至宝でした。天白士の人も歴史に精通してるの？すごいね。今の世代なんてあれの由来さえわからないのに。あの剣木は古の時代、泉州が天外をかける時に残した遺産だと言われてるんだよ。ここからだと枯れ木の半分が見えるでしょ。でも上国無家録によれば全盛期の大きさは天に至り星をかけるほどだったんだって。それってつまり
Meaning?
つまり空に至るほど高く枝に星がなっているようだった。
It looks like a shadow of its former self
そんなに
though.
大きかったの？列車と同じ。いや、宇宙ステーションヘルタと同じくらいかも。それも違うか。星がなるぐらいなら泉州よりも大きかったりして。その通り。要するに想像を絶する大きさってわけ。まあ結局は伝説に過ぎないんだけどね。私は
I see this view every day on my way to work. I'm kind of bored of it.
もう見飽きちゃったし。
Okay then.
ほら、早く行こう。
You are truly living like a local. The only local who has something good to say about the place they live in are like tour guides.
精査の修理まで。
もう少しだからしっかりついてきてね。
Okay, where's this? Divination Commission.
先に言っておくけど、中に入ったら好き勝手に振る舞うのはやめてね。大木様は規則を守らなかったり、あれこれ聞いたりする人が大嫌いなの。自分が招いた客人だとしてもきっと怒られちゃうから。
審問を傍聴するだけだ。終わったらすぐに離れる。
There seems to be like enemies here also. Eh? Oh! The compasses rotate differently. I just noticed, yeah, they rotate differently. Noise. God bless. God bless. Looks like these are my tips. Bountiful treasure. What? It's coloring time.
くるりん。
即戦即決といこう。
くるくる。
くるくるだ。おい、ヒュー。
何見てるの？ルーシー、授業一緒。
Finish. Oh, it's not finish.
くるりん。
くるりんだ。
始めるか。
Kena.
私が誰だか知ってるの？こんな大きなダイヤモンド見たことないでしょ。
あげるね。
私の時間がパーになっちゃった。
Kena ring.
おかしいな。
我爽清确。
もしかして壊れてるんじゃない？鍵がかかって
It's
た
the
こと
mahjong
も
girl.
ない
Yes, it's the
のに
mahjong girl.
鍵を持っていけっていう人もいなかったし。
This afternoon, I was told that this girl is quantum because apparently, right, the towel, right, the mahjong towel,
本当に大牧師の人なの？
until you see the towel, right, it exists in this like state, like this kind of like superposition of states where it can be of any towel.
それはないよ。もう書庫の管理に降格されてるもん。これ以上の措置
Therefore,
は
she
取
is
られないと思う。
quantum. I was told.
慌てなくて大丈夫だよ。大牧師の門はこれだけじゃない。緊急時用の門を知ってるの。
It's an interesting theory, but I don't know if they thought this far. But anyway, it seems I need to go and go and get the gate open.
ほら、ここだよ。ずいぶんと詳しいんだね。性格やら侵食やらで面倒なことに。ダメだ、この門も開かない。あんまり大木様を待たせるとまた頼りない静寂がやらかしたって思われる。案内人がこれだもん。やっぱり大木は怒ってるんだよ。
君さえ構わないのなら俺が試してみてもいいだろうか。
それはちょっとなんてね。
なんてね。
今のは冗談。全然ダメじゃないよ。それじゃ陽先生に教えてあげる。きっと楽しめると思うよ。
Alright. Okay, what do we have here? Oh right, it's this rotating thing again. Oh my god, it's this cute thing again.
気まま派総帥の称号を譲っちゃおう。
There's a name for this cube, by the way. I forgot the name. But I know there's a name for this cube. Rubik's Cube. It's not a Rubik's Cube. The shape. The particular shape when before you interact with it, there's a name for it. Who texted me here? Your message fucking long. Let's go. What a long message. I'm the president of the Hexanexus Secret Society. We are called the Hex Club. Have you heard of the Hexanexus? I posed this question to countless people. Those I asked eventually began to learn about it, were saved by it, were moved by it, and became inspired by it. There are innumerable masterpieces in the Artisanship Commission, but never has there been a piece de resistance that symbolizes the artistry and workmanship of craftsmen until the Hexanexus disrupted the status quo. To us, the Hexanexus represents the heart and soul of craft masters and the original intention of creation. Only with such a soul can one begin their first step on the road to mastery. We who still walk the road will inevitably experience joy and sorrow, but as long as the Hexanexus exists, we can look at the future with hopes and smiles. Our society's goal is to spread unforeseen joy and passion to all the people in the world through the Hexanexus, to fill life with curiosity and euphoria. With utmost respect, the Hex Club. Where the fuck do you get my contact info? That's not important. What's important is that we found you. We noticed that you had engaged with our Hexanexus devices multiple times and had taken the treasure from the chest. That is our treasure chest. Did it have your name on it? I knew someone would try and lie their way out of it. We wrote our names there. You didn't read it properly, did ya? You know we can report you to the Realm Keeping Commission. However, us Hex Club is a reasonable organization. I promise you, so long as you continue to play with our Hexanexus devices, we will make a report. Also, if you complete all Hexanexus puzzles, we will present you with a lifetime member to the Secret Society. Is the chest still up for grabs? Of course. That's part of the publicity budget. But here's a warning, if you want out, you have to reimburse in double. For as long as you continue to solve the Hexanexus, you will be our brother from another mother. Hexanexus forever! Keep playing with the Hexanexus, we will be in touch. Okay then. You know, if you don't want people to be taking your chest, then you shouldn't put your chest out in the public. Anyway.
驚いた？うちは全然。
みんな構えるんだ。
変わり映えしないシチュエーション。次はもっと工夫したよね。
I have not seen this bunch before. They are only weak to physical. I do not have this yellow tree icon. Huh? Does it just self-destruct? Huh? Wait, what was that? Upon receiving a killing blow, this unit deals lightning damage to any targets that were inflicted with Spur or Thunder Woe by them. Afterwards, Spur or Thunder Woe on these targets will be removed. Or Seeding Core inflicts a single target with Spur or Thunder Woe, but because I wasn't hit, nothing happened. I see. You will never attack me. I see. Okay, can I meet Fu Xuan now? There's still you. Well, having a fire here will be having a fire AoE here will be very good, seriously.
どけ。
あ、ほや。
私の時間がパーになっちゃった。これだけ？
Don't think there should be anything else in this garden. Let's head up the stairs. Let's hit this. Don't know what's this decoration. Oh, no.
争いに意味はない。今だ。
くるくる
くるくるっと。
即戦即決といこ
くるりん。
くるりんと。
私に出会ったことを感謝。ルーシー、重傷それ。
Nice. Round 2.
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
私が誰だか知ってるの？こんな大きなダイヤモンド見たことないでしょ。あげるね。くるくる
くるくるっと。
争いに意味はない。
Okay, let's see. Oh, there's a door lock. There's another door lock here. Ding. This one just casually opened up. Seems like a shortcut to the front. These are some treasure chests. There's this crane. Picking up delivery and plotting out the shortest route to the destination. Okay, time for it to make this delivery. I sincerely appreciate your help. Please take this as thanks. Thank you. Okay, let's go meet Fu Xuan. You seem pretty chill about this, by the way. Even though there's Mara struck
目の前にあるの
everywhere.
は私たち大牧師が誇る大型玉鳥演算装置休館の陣だよ。
ここに来るまでの間、ことあるごとに玉鳥という言葉を耳にしたが、一体どういうものなんだ？
玉鳥はね、玉鳥かな。
It's the equivalent of a computer, right?
いい質問なんだけど、すぐには答えられそう
Seems to be the equivalent of a
ちょっと
computer.
待って。
And then the thing in front of must be some kind of like centralized server or
本に
supercomputer.
は玉に門を掘り万事を占うって書いてあった。印鑑を掘るみたいに構造師の職人たちは玉の結晶格子に何億何兆っていう呪符を刻み込んで、それをいろいろな装置に入れて設定した糸で運行させるの。小さい玉鳥は腕輪にはめられるサイズだけど、大きい玉鳥は陣に入れて変数を推測したり未来を占ったりすることもできるんだよ。休館の陣がまさにそれで、天理の変化でも浮世の変化でも十分な情報さえあれば何でも答えられるんだ。中の呪符と原理は変地天空のヌースに由来してるんだって。 すごく奥が深いものだから大牧師で完全に把握できてるのは大牧様だけだろうね。
So they are computers?
そうみたい。でも玉鳥の方が響きがいいかも。それに普通のコンピュータにはそんな大層な由来はないでしょ。ヌースに関わりがあるなんて。ミス・ヘルタの宇宙ステーションにもヌースに関連するものはなかったと思うよ。とにかく運行さえできれば
Anyway, don't dwell on names. As long as the machine works, what does it matter whether it's a jade abacus or a computer? Just like today, would it matter if Pai Che had brought you here instead of Xing Che? It makes no difference at all.
大牧様はそこで私たちを待ってるはず。
Okay, let's go. Can the floor here be stepped on?
不言殿
Oh, Xingyuan.
道引きは剣、真のマニュアル。行に差異あり、理はなし。
不言殿わかりやすく。
大惨事が訪れる。
It's an utter disaster. Hostage for a divination commission fortune.
休館の陣が止まるだけでなく、呪符が陰気に染まり、市内には性格による邪推までが降りかかる。運気軍は民の保護に奔走しておりますので、陣を復元したくとも避ける兵力がありません。そんな中、将軍に性格ハンターまで押し付けられたとなれば、大惨事と言っても過言ではないでしょう。
私の前にいるのは先見の明あり、砲丸に漏れなしと称えられる。
I know I'm supposed to be like, you know, like saving for the 5-star, the apparent rumored 5-star Tan Heng. But boy, this Xingyuan here is testing me.
小賢しい真似で避けることはできません。
Lord Shah is also testing me.
目の前の基地と今日を示し、正しい選択をするために最善を尽くすのみ。形勢を一変させるような力はありませんよ。
だから不言殿が必要だと言っているんだ。
When Lord Shah started talking,
未来を観
I'm
測で
like,
きる性格ハンターを相手にするの。
Ishida Akira.
先見の明がある君ほどふさわしい人はいない。
Pooh for voice actor.
人手については心配しなくともすでに準備してある。ほら、ちょうど来たんじゃないか。
大牧様、ご命令は受けておりませんが、客人たちを連れてまいりました。人を使うという点に関しては、
Even guests are on the payroll these days.
好きさえあれば針を刺すのですもの。
せっかく来てくれたんだ。それを生かさない手はないだろう。
私の許可なく休館の陣に足を踏み入れるのは規則違反なのだけど、そんなことを言ったら人の心がないと思われてしまうかしら。
Wait, where's Welt?
お前たちと再会できたこと嬉しく思うわ。静寂って子は普段は頼りないのに、ここぞという時は力を発揮するのね。休館の陣の運行を再開できれば大牧師の秘技も見せられたのだけど、客人を待たせてしまうなんて面目ない限りね。社交辞令はやめよう。将軍の話なら聞いたし、何でも任せてくれていいから。では無駄話はここまでにしましょう。今の大牧師は人手不足だから、お前たちには休館の陣の元井を再起動する作業を手伝ってほしいの。ついでに正確の邪推の排除もね。
Won't we be breaching Sinzo's secrets in the process?
私が構わないと言ったら構わないわ。
Okay. You have my permission. We have your permission. Okay then.
元井の再起動は彼
Xingche
女
will
に任せれば
accompany
いい。
you. Should be in charge of restarting the
安井の排除
terminal.
については
As for eliminating the spirits, eliminating. Fuck, my pronunciation suddenly went to shit.
何魔法の言葉って。それなら簡単だよ。シンプル
The
だけど
universal
大事
one,
な言葉。
please.
つまりお願い。
Onegai?
お願い。
Onegai!
引き受けてあげる。
Well, okay. We go and restart the terminal. Jingyuan is also there standing here. Hi.
列車の諸君
Hi, handsome
久しぶ
man.
りだね。まずは礼を言わせてくれ。諸君のおかげでラフは無事カフカを捕らえることができた。カンパニーは性格ハンターに大金をかけているが、今までに逮捕したという記録はない。フゲン殿の陣はカフカを制御できる。意表をつくには秘密裏に行うしかなかったんだ。
次はこんなサプライズやめてよね。
ああ、約束しよう。今のところカフカが口を割る様子はない。性格ハンターの意図を明かすにはやはり大牧師の力が必要だ。
その意図を明かす方法とは、旧館の陣でカフカを審問することか。
その通り。大牧師の秘宝たる旧館の陣は本来は船の航路を占いミラだが、性格ハンターの秘密を解き明かすためならたとえ条理に背くことになっても牧産で彼女の意図を占うしかない。旧館の陣が運行できるか否か、それが事の行く末を決める。
Okay, let's restart this. There's like one terminal here. What's this? Shifting screen. Short distance teleportation device of the Artisanship Commission that allows characters to teleport between two spatial coordinates. Some shifting screens can be rotated and aligned to another shifting screen, allowing characters to teleport between them. So basically, this is like the gates in Genshin Inazuma. This is the gate. This is the purple gate in Inazuma. There's something waiting for us here.
パーツアップグレード。
今だ。
Okay, attack.
くるりん。
Kururinto.
即戦即決といこ
くるくる。
Kururinto.
ちょっとは静かになさい。わしが直してやろう。よいしょ。
Okay, what's
私の時
there?
間がパー
Anything
にな
here?
っちゃった。
There's a sensor here. I think this will come in handy later. What's this? Oh. This is a repair but hardcore mode.
Hmm. 完璧。
Oh, I opened the gate. Seems like that might be a comeback later kind of thing. For now, let's start with this side, I think. Yeah, let's start with this side. Yeah, there's gates on both sides to open.
ほら、ここが中央の陣だよ。中央を見渡す。つまり天地古今を見るって意味で、このもといは時間に関する情報を調べるのに使われてるんだって。
Huh? What? What's this now? Mutare Magnus is a large-scale jade abacus calculation terminal used to calculate shipping routes and predict future events. To activate the base terminal, simply move the layout on the ground to match the pattern with the shape that is shown. So... Oh, okay, so I have to place it at certain points here. So like put down. Then take this point, pull it out, lift it here, put down. I see.
これでよしと。
歩を合わせただけで終わりなの？
知らないの？複雑なものほど操作が簡単だったりするんだよ。
これならあんたたちの大木様でもできるじゃん。
もしかしたら彼女も私みたいにサボ
Maybe
りた
deep
かった
down she just wants to be lazy once in a while, like me. Is this really a time for this full strength? Okay, regardless, I think there are gates on both sides to open, right? Right, there's a chest here. Probably have to teleport down here also. Yep, here we are. Omo, there's something here. Goodbye.
くるりん。
くるりんと。
あなたそれじゃ
Okay.
重傷じゃぞ。よいしょ。
生死虚実一年の同点剣家超無一角
Finish.
私の時間がパーになっちゃった。
Okay, there is another door lock here. There's a lot of door locks here, I might add. Something tells me I just went one
ここ
full
は行政
circle.
の陣。物事の因果のつながりを整理するところだよ。
Anyway, this is the Karma Terminal. What do we do? Oh, it's still the same. It's still just make the approximate shape. Yes, that the shape is like supremely more annoying now. I'm guessing it's like this.
Yoshi, 終わり。次に行こう。
Whoa, random chest here. Guess here this is a dead end. Huh? What's this now? Wait, hold up. One moment. There we go. Correct. We're back up there. There should be one more screen door headed down there. Oh my god, I see something I super don't like downstairs. Okay, everyone, are you ready to fight? The thing there really does not look friendly.
パーツアップグレード。何あれ、櫓の妖怪？緊張しなくても大丈夫だよ。泉州に妖怪なんていないから。あれは金陣って言って陣を守ってるんだ。
It's an Arumaton. It's guarding the matrix of prescience. I feel like it needs a sign saying mortal forbidden or something. Are you sure you won't fly into a rage if you walk past it?
私たちは大木様の命令で来たんだから大丈夫だよ。
It's gonna attack, right? Passage prohibited because it's malfunctioning.
美月の嬢ちゃん、ひょうたんから駒が出たね。早くなんとかして。
Of course it will be malfunctioning. Of course it will attack.
下手に動くな。
Wonderful, guys. I am going to just start discharging all my attacks. What was that? Sanction rate has reached 33%. What is a sanction rate? When the sanction rate reaches its level cap, enter sanction mode and summons Entrance Engineer, Illumination Dragonfish. Sanction mode activated. He summons 2 of the goldfishes.
Tasukata. どけ。騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
くるくる
くるくる Wow, amazing.
何見てるの？くるりん
くるりん。
ルーシー重傷じゃぞ。ほれ体に良いぞ。
Can you stop attacking my Tan Heng? Oh my god, now it's disabling my healer also. Wow, wow, wonderful. You.
生死虚実一年のマナリ同点剣気超無一角
ルールは破るためにある。
Blast? Blast.
せい。
くるりんと。
Your goldfish can go now. Battle over.
私の時間がパーになっちゃった。
Right, okay, now we can go and activate this.
わかった。ここはエネルギーに関係してるんでしょ。
I also see some
こ
very
こは快感の陣って呼ばれていて、
crazy looking
空間に
mobs
関する
downstairs.
情報
Level
を扱ってるの。
48. The level 48 seems quite manageable. Let's activate the terminal. Huh? There we go, activated.
なんとか3つの元井を起動できたね。中心に戻って大木様に報告しよう。
一子同時にな。
パーツアップグレード。
争いに意味はない。
見せてやろう。ひょうたんの中の薬よ。
あなた、それじゃあダメだよ。ちょっとは静かになさい。くるくるくるりん。
Oh my gosh, she took like an amazing 5 times.
こんな大きなダイ
Wonderful.
ヤモンド見たことないでしょ。あげるね。
わしが直してやろうか。よいしょ。
Nice one, nice one.
即戦即決といこう。ふっ。
私に出会ったことを痛くしてあげる。ボンブンモンケ
せいはっ。
Okay, battle start, round
騒ぎを起
2.
こしたくはない。
はっせいはっ。始めるか。ルールは破るためにある。一撃で沈める。
くるりん。
くるりん。
何見てるの？くるくる
くるくる。
おや、弱っておるようじゃ。ほれ、体に良いぞ。私が誰だか知ってるの？こんな大きなダイヤモンド見たことないでしょ。あげるね。
Ow, ow. Wonderful, wonderful.
意味はない。
即戦。
Alright, finish. Formidable foe defeated. This one is fairly easy if you have a way to clear out large groups and their shields quickly. Like I'll take that over the single robot thing. The Arurumeton or something. Okay, full train, I'm back.
ご苦労様。ジンの呪符が全て灯されているのを感じる。では、これよりカフカの審問を始めましょう。
Those of you in the core may feel a few
多少の衝撃を受けるかもしれないけど、準備はいい？
Hi, Kafka.
あら、こんなに大げさな儀式が必要なの？言うことを聞くって言ったのに。
Her eyes look a
言霊
little
で人の
less
心を惑わす魔女の言うことなど聞きたくないわ。何を言っても構わない。ただ私が信じるのは旧館の陣が占った結果だけ。大牧師にはお前から真実を掘り起こす方法がある。
Yeah, she has more of the red pinpointing in her, like she has more of a red pupil in her eye this time. Before they were pretty washed out.
なら大木様、私の運命を存分に見届けてちょうだいね。
Something's gone wrong, hasn't it?
お前、そんなことのために。
どう？私の真相は気に入った？
No, okay, apparently it seems to have worked.
ありえない。でも旧館の陣に間違いはない。
What did you see?
カフカは性格と無関係。お前たち、まさかお前たちが
バカバカしい。こんなことが。自分で彼女に聞いてみなさい。
Ask her yourself.
時間なら
Take as long
好
as
き
you
なだけあげ
wish.
るから。この件すぐに将軍に報告しなければ。私は先に失礼させてもらう。
Alright, Kafka. Time for our little one-on-one. We have not had one since the space station.
聞いてみたら
Shiraga, you go ask her.
カフカにはいろいろと聞きたいことがあるだろ。
Kafka.
はーい。
Hi!
何も変わってないのね。ごめんなさい。こんな情けない姿を見せてしまって。ええ、いいわ。君がそう言うなら他人のように振る舞ってあげる。列車で君と話さなかったのはこうなることを想定していたからよ。
OMG, her.
だから
She looks a little
全て
different
取っておくことにした
compared to when you first meet her. How should I put this?
私に聞きた
Her
い
eyes
こと
look
があるん
less
でし
washed
ょ。
out for some reason.
エリオは君が3つの質問をすると予言した。でもそれらに本質的な違いは
Elio
ない
said
と
he
言ってい
foresaw
た。
3 questions, but they will be the same in essence.
君
If
が
I were to
3つ
hear
の
one of
質問
them, I
の
will
うち
then tell you
1
the
つを
objective
口
of
に
this
した
ship
ら
in all its
今
detail.
回の目的の一部始終を教えてあげるつもりだったの。つまり全ての物事は
Since you
彼の
asked one of
予
the
言
3 questions,
通り
it
に
means
進んでいる。
everything is going smoothly. Are you ready to hear my answer?
私の答えを聞く準備はいい？
Well, okay, go on,
先
Kafka.
週で起きた性格の災いは私たちと直接的な関わりはない。でもエリオの立場を考えると性格ハンターに罪がないとも言えないわ。私たちは予言のことを知っていながら見て見ぬふりをしていた。
I'm hearing rumors that Kafka becomes a playable character
大木があんなに驚いていたのは
in
3つの事実を見
a
たから。
future patch.
1つ目、性格ハンターは泉州の敵じゃない。これは君も知っていたことだけど信じなかった。2つ目、泉州に性格を持ち込んだ人物は他にいる。うちにも外にも問題を抱えているなんてかわいそうに。ラフ内部の裏切り者と外部の敵が手を組んで泉州を
Why are there a lot of
滅ぼ
timeout
そうとしている
people?
慌てて将軍に報告し
The
に行った
character
んでしょ
limit. Apparently, the character
でも
limit also
大
factors
木が知っ
in
ているのはこれだけ。
the character limit also
何しろ
factors
エリオ
in
は
the length
私に
the
肝心な
emo.
ことは
You
教
know,
えて
you
く
know
れ
the
なかっ
teach
た。
emoji is basically like a text
彼
message,
は
right?
大牧師
Like
が
a text
私
code or
に対
something.
して休館の
The
陣を
text
使う
code
と
for
予
the
言した。
emojis are factored into the
事故
character
を防ぐ
length.
ために今の私は先週同
When
盟
the
が知
bot
るべき
reads
こと
the
しか
message,
知ら
it
ない。
reads the
そして
text.
3つ目は先週同盟が夢にも思っていない事実。もし
I-
性格ハンターが黒幕じゃない
Yeah,
の
I
だ
need
と
to
した
turn
ら
off the character, the message
な
length
ぜ
thing.
私とジンがここに現れ
On
た
the
か。
previous on a previous bot, it was not a
君たちのために。
problem because were these from read messages or bot? Read message, read message.
不条理だと思うでしょ。大木が信じないのも無理はないわ。でも休館の陣は嘘をつかない。だから面白い
So
答
what
えが
happened?
出
Yeah,
た。
so basically the
性
the
格
previous
ハン
bot
タ
that I
ーがここに
used,
現れたの
the
も
previous bot that I
ジン
used,
が捕らえられたのも
the character count I set it very high.
全て
You
は
have to really
君た
type a
ち
love letter to me to
請求列車
to
を
trigger the
泉
thing.
州に誘導するため
But
の
the new one, I was not able to set back
請
the
求
same
列車
character
がラフ
limit.
にやってくる。そしてラフ
So
で
it
大
was
事
quite a
をなす。
lower number.
エリオが選択した未来で遵守の力は欠かせないもの
Yeah,
だ
I
った。
think I'll just shut it off totally.
そのために君たちには同盟と接触してもらう必要がある。だから君たちをここへおびき寄せたの。 ラフの将軍とつながり、正確の災いを解決して同盟に貸しを作る。そうすれば将来最も大事な時に泉州が君の力になってくれるはずよ。どう？
どう？
悪名高い性格ハンターが君を泉州の英雄にするためだけにこれだけのことをしたのよ。素晴らしい脚本だと思わない？
Okay, so now we're on 戦争 already.
言ったでしょ。エリオは肝心なことは教えてくれなかったって。未来の可能性は無限にある。物事を知るタイミングを間違えれば今までの私たちの努力が水の泡になってしまうわ。でも未来について一つだけ教えてあげる。最高と最悪の未来で君た
In
ち
the
は
best and the worst
壊
cases,
滅
you
の
will eventually have to
ナヌークと対峙する
face
ことに
Nanook
な
the
る。
destruction. When
そ
the
の
time
時になっ
comes,
たら
you will need all the
あら
help
ゆ
you
る
can
助けが
get.
必要になるでしょうね。
It will be a brutal
何しろ
struggle
アイオン
of
との
aeonic
戦いなの。
proportions.
あれは君も私も請求列車も到達できない域の存在よ。多くの未来ではその瞬間に運命が終わりを迎える。
What
でも
star
エ
is
リ
this
オの
Nanook
脚本
actually?
に従えば希望はあるわ。知ってる？
You know,
たとえ
Shiraga,
星の神
even
だ
Aeons can be killed.
殺すことはできるのよ。
In the meantime, concurrently at the other end of the lawful,
ねえラセツ、繁殖のタイズルスについてもっと教えて。
oh my god, they're still here.
ここ面白かった。不思議だね。
不想丹
アイ
恒
オンも死ぬ
and
の？
you see their blonde
無敵
hair,
じゃないんだ。
the blonde hair, this blonde hair
絶
dude
対
here.
的な無敵も永遠の普及もこの世には存在しない。
Hear the voice
た
of
だ凡
Ishida
人たちの目
Akira.
線で見たものを誇張しただけさ。でも繁殖の死は確かに凡人の理解の範疇を超えている。あれは他のアイオーンにやられたからね。
Ishida Akira, so cool.
アイオン同士でしょ。
Correct,
なんで殺し合うの？
correct. Said
お嬢
Shiraga
様本当の
as he did not
戦
pull
争人なのかい？
Ayato
他のアイオーンはともあれ、
in Genshin,
ランと薬師の話は知っている
choosing
だろ
instead to
う。
pull for some animal
同
boy.
盟の宿願といえば薬師を滅ぼすことじゃないか。
もちろん知ってるよ。少しだけだけど、いつも母さんに剣の練習ばっかりさせられてきたから。
Learn this name, Losha.
なら話題を変えよう。遵守と豊穣の因縁を知らないのならいろいろと説明が長くなる。
わかったよ。じゃあその大きい箱の中に入ってるものを教えて。
この白い箱のことが気になるのかい？これは霊柩というものだ。死者を収める箱で一般的には棺と呼ばれている。
死者？行商人じゃなかったの？
これも行商人の仕事なんだ。この棺を泉州に運ぶよう頼まれてね。1000年も生きる種族にとって死は遠すぎる言葉かもしれ
Husband
ない
no
な。
supremacy.
そんなことないよ。戦場に出たら戦死は日常茶飯事だから。でも私たちには箱、いや棺に遺体を入れる習慣はないね。
In Shinto, people go to the Hall of Karma in the 10 Lords Commission
死者の
on
名前と
consecrate the
玉彫
names
を
and jade abacuses
中央
of
市
the
の
dead.
銀河殿に祀るんだ。それに古族や寿命族にもそれぞれの儀式がある。昔古族の戦士が死んだ仲間を聖査に収
You
め
know
て
I skip most
星々
dialogues.
に
Oh,
送り出
I
すのを
don't.
見たよ。
Especially with their voice.
彼らはそれを請求域と呼んでい
If
た。
they are not voice, I
ち
become
な
the
みに寿
voice.
命族は神秘的だから噂話になるけど、長く生きすぎる、もしくは傷を負って瀕死になると真珠のような卵の姿になるっ
I think my speed reading.
それから
I think my reading
幼児の
speed
姿
became
で
a little
殻
faster
を破って
after
生ま
like
れ直すんだって。
streaming.
母さんは寿命族を竜の血族って呼んで
Shiraga VA when I can't voice act. I can't voice act.
母さんの話を聞い
At
て
least I don't think I can.
寿
My
命族はみんな竜に変化できると思ってたん
accent
だけど
is very
本当
hard
かどうか
coded.
はあ、無口な炭鉱
What do you
先生
know?
がついに喋った。
Silent but deadly speaks.
お前の母親の言う通り、寿命は竜の血族、つまりアイオーン、普及の末裔だ。だから竜に変化できる者もいるが、誰もが持つ資質ではない。貴重
Accent
な
huh?
力ゆえに、複
Apparently.
雑な儀式と試練を乗り越え
If
た
I
者のみ
really wanted to
受け
talk
継
in
ぐことが
the
できるんだ。
stereotypical Singapore accent, I just need to attack every single
幸いだ
syllable
と
very
と
hard.
ても言えない。
僕も普及の竜とその末裔の物語を聞いたことがある。どの物語でも朽ちることのない
But
命を
but then
奪っていた
after that, I think nobody can understand me.
突然竜は消えた。まるで存在していなかったかのように。
over the last few years, I rein it in a little bit. Because overseas people were having some trouble like understanding me. Try me. Try you. Every life has its limit. Even the Aeons are not truly immortal and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
余計なこ
Something
とを
like
聞
that.
くんだけど
Actually, I don't even know if that counts. I was just shouting everything.
ああ、
友達
いや、
No.
じゃあ恋人
A sweetheart.
何を考えてるんだい？この中にいるのは僕とは無関係の人さ。ただ一度
I
だけ
can still understand. I think I'm not attacking. I think I'm not doing it properly enough. What even is a Singapore accent? It's so malleable.
存分に休憩を取っただろう。おしゃべりはここまでにしよう
It's
じゃ
so
ないか。
malleable. It can be anything. Anything. Oh. We are back to Dan Heng POV. Wait, why we're Luosha? He is like a story character or trial character. For some reason, they are giving us a trial version. Like it's supposed to be like an alternate point of view kind of thing. Oh gosh, this Su Shang, have you seen the ulti? Her ulti is is like amazing. Also, she seems to be a physical attacker. Also, this Luosha will attack on his own. You cannot select his moves. He will attack on his own. Ow.
天使を授けん。
安心しろ。
And he seems to be a pretty powerful like healer also, I think. Yeah, but currently his skill set is not available to us. He is completely controlled by the AI. Okay, there's a sustenance anchor here.
魔音のみだ。
誰かが怪我してる。
待て。下手に動くな。
3人で一気に行こう。即戦即決で奴らをやっつけてあの子を救うの。
お嬢さんに任せていいんじゃなかったのかい？
人数が増えればその分強くなるでしょ。
Please, I'll wrangle you a prize for your bravery or something when it's over.
世間話をしている暇はない。行くぞ。
Let's go. Everyone, I'm gonna show you something amazing. Okay, wait, let me fire off this one first. I'm gonna show you Su Shang's ultimate, where she rams one enemy with her sword of hers. Except it's not a sword, it's a giant burp. So correct, I also want her. I have a feeling Final will like this, will like her very much also. She will be the next banner in Xingyuan if I remember correctly. Okay. Do I really need the 5-star Tang Heng? Do I really need that? Oh! We are gonna live in the now. Who? Su Shang, the lady with the giant bird. Hi Custodia, welcome to the stream.
大丈夫。見ればわかるはずですが。あ、ごめん。血が出てないみたいだから平気だろうとは思ったんだけど、からくりくぐつだったのか。運動用の長が壊れて動けません。あなたは運気軍の。よかった。すぐに私を地高市に運んでください。
Wow, this is difficult, guys. This is difficult. 景元、羅刹。
マクチ君、羅刹、ごめん。
Kafka actually pretty cool. I quite enjoy her kit at the intro section. She literally takes guns and then throws around with the guns. Oh shit, very badass, I'm telling you. And then of course there's of course the matter of the 5-star Tan Heng.
あんたたちだけならもうとっくについていたかもね。
僕は医術を少しかじってるんだ。よかったら少し見てみよう。
あんたには分かりにくかったね。この子は苦靴なんだ。
Life is difficult.
だから地高市まで送っていかないといけなくて。
Very difficult, supremely difficult.
大丈夫だよ、お嬢さん。僕に任せてくれ。
Do you want One-sama team or Husbando team?
痛くはないはずだが、奇妙な感覚。
I want a team that makes me happy.
するような感覚がするはずだ。我慢して動かないように気をつけてくれ。
無駄です。この身はからくり、肉体ではあり。
からくりでも肉体でも形あるものに過ぎない。お嬢さんさえ良ければ僕が癒そう。
ああ、カフカ。
不思議です。どうやって医術って範疇を超えてるよね。
Also, can I just say this? Rosha is very tall.
よかった。地高市に帰らずに済みました。任務を続行します。
Oh, she really has the cyborg
獣
eyes.
師の律令により、半眼は外のものと縁を結んではなりません。ですが、助けてもらったお礼に一言だけ忠告を。即座にここを離れてください。私がここにいるのは重罪人である性格ハンターを捕らえるため。
非凡な腕と兵器を持った極めて危険な対象です。異変に遭遇していなかったら私の寿命はもう終わっていたでしょう。
異変？
ついてきてください。
Come with me.
このような光景は初めてです。
Meanwhile,
たと
Oh,
え
we are back
星の
here.
神だろうと殺すことはできるのよ。何を言ってるの？それは私たちの願望じゃないわ。ただ昔の出来事を教えてあげたいだけよ。死したアイオーンのことをね。不朽の竜、準備のイドリラ、秩序のエナ、繁殖のタイズルス、そして開拓のアキビリ。どれもかつては星の海を揺らした名前よ。でも今はいなくなって主なき運命だけが残ってる。今現在人々に知られているアイオーンを殺す方法は3つあるわ。その1、概念が被る運命は互いに衝突する。広大な運命の方が狭い方を飲み込むの。秩序のエナはそうやって調和のシペに飲み込まれ同化した。その2、アイオーン同士の戦い。強い方が弱い方を消滅させるの。繁殖のタイズルスはそれで死ん
We
だ。
are having a
そ
little
して先
history
週の
lesson from Kafka
遵守
now.
の導きのもと宇宙を渡って豊穣の意味物を借り、その目的を果たそうとしている。私が知ってる物語はこうよ。同盟はもともと薬師を探し賜物を求める薬乞いだった。彼らはアイオンに謁見でき、死を癒せる賜物剣木を手にした。けどすぐさま彼らは気づいた。自分たちが不死の呪いに汚染されたと。そして遵守が現れ、一子で剣木を射抜き分かつ。その後宇宙から不死の呪いを排除するため、同盟は薬師の後を追い始めた。どうかしら。
What do you think,
スリル満
Shiraga?
点の話だったでしょ。
Fascinating stories, no?
聖堂を歩く人間からは永遠に聞けない話よ。
What about the third way? Why are you telling me this? Do you believe all this nonsense? Yeah, why are you telling me this? Most importantly.
そろそろ時間だわ。始まったわね。
Huh? Why has begun?
Mate!
行くわよ、ジンちゃん。
レディー
残りの2カ所に向かわなきゃ。
Whoa! She literally just like leaned back and like just like wee and fell back.
になんて言えばいいんだろう。
カフカが俺に本当のことを言ったのなら、大木の方は大丈夫なはずだ。
あんた、あの女に
Hey, did she brainwash you? Oh, much. Wait till you find out what I plan to do. On the future banner, there is like a possibility that I might go for Kafka. Ah. Everyone, welcome to Gacha Hell. proudly brought to you by Hoyoverse. Us players, we are but Hoyo slaves. Hoyo slaves dancing in our puppet masters' palms at their will.
始めるか。お前の番だ。
くるりん
くるりんと。You do realize that regenerating your shield is just going to give me more opportunities to twirl.
こんな大きなダイヤモンド見たことないでしょ。
あげるね。くるりん。
どけ。騒ぎを起こしたくはない。今だ。
即戦即決といこう。
くるくる
くるくるーと。
ちょっとは静かになさい。
生死虚実一年のマナリ同点元気超無一角
ナイス。
くるりん
くるりんと。
ボンブンモンキー。
ナイス。
自分の意志で結末にたどり着いてみせる。
Is that Ting Yun? Yeah, Ting Yun's waiting for us.
あれって静寂が見せてくれた半分になった枯れ木でしょ。急に成長してるけどおかしいよね。
素晴らしい。実に素晴らしい。なんという幸運。たとえ長命種であっても一生見られないような光景です。
この異様なエネルギーは正確だ。
ってことは性格の力で剣木が生命力を得た。
ああ、この異常現象の元凶は運気軍が探している性格だろう。
Okay, let's open the door. There's a chest here.
カフカが旧館の陣を騙したのかしら。
慌てるな、フゲン殿。旧館の陣は嘘をつかない。フゲン殿が見たカフカの論理に違和感はなかった。我々はまた一手駒を進められたと言えよう。ラフに外敵がいるのは承知の上だ。性格が突如現れたのもきっと誰かが持ち込んだに違いない。そして内なる敵は北条の民と自称する組織薬王秘伝の他にないだろう。カフカの真実は私の憂いを証明した。
お前将軍はいつ気づかれたのですか。
初めて性格が姿を現した時だろうか。先週は帝宮の指名より加護を受けている。他のアイオーンの指令でなければ私の目をごまかしラフに潜り込むことはできないだろう。 だから外敵と考えたんだ。性格は少々蝕んでいくが、幼稚たる新作府と優秀国だけは妙に避けていた。明らかに別の意図があるからだろう。これだけの計画を練られるんだ。ラフの内務に詳しい裏切り者の存在を疑わざるを得ない。
Oh, it's 12:14. I should probably go and sleep soon. I need to wake up a little bit early tomorrow
やつを
and
見て分かったんだ。
read the staff handbook, which I still haven't done so, by the way.
やつはどうしてここに来た？請求列車をおびき寄せた理由は？私はこの謎だけは解けないままでいた。だがこうして普賢殿が解いてくれるとは。性格ハンターか。確かに面白い連中だな。あんなに手間をかけた理由が泉州と列車に縁を結ばせるためだったとは。
Ah, new job tomorrow. I wonder how it's going to be
もう
like.
のんびりしている暇はありません。剣木が
探す手間が省けたよ。あれが性格だ。裏切り者があれを剣木に投げ込み蘇らせた。薬王秘伝もついに我慢の限界に達したか。
危機は天気にもなります。問題の所在さえつかめたら全ては簡単なこと。で
Am I coming out with the plan again?
ああ、普賢殿ならきっと良策を思いつくだろう。
私の意見はこうです。すぐに運気軍を集めて剣木のある同点に向かわせ、性格の邪推を払い再生の勢いを止める。
ふむふむ。砲丸を持つ普賢殿の意見だ。問題を解決する一番の近道に違いない。だ
I
が
have known the Stellaron's location for a while now, so why have I held back our
普
forces?
賢殿は私が性格のありかを知りながらも兵を動かさなかった理由は何だと思う？
将軍。
Shogun. Hmm?
将軍も悪いお人ですね。
You're a scoundrel.
きちんと根絶やしにしなければならないからね。あと少しだ。薬王秘伝が今動いたという事実は場を収めた運気軍を見て奴らが焦り出したことを証明している。この機に一網打尽にしなければ。
座ったまま待つというのですか？万が一何かあったらどう責任を取るおつもりで？
まったく普賢殿、私の騎兵を忘れたのかい？性格ハンターが恋に列車と泉州を結びつけたなら日照りに雨だ。その行為に甘えようじゃないか。
Let me guess, more errands?
だろうね。将軍ってば微笑むたびにうちらをパシるんだから。私が間違っていたわ。
It's my fault. I had higher expectations of the general.
いい加減にしてください。どれだけこの騎兵をこき使えば気が済むんですか？まさかこのラフに他に使える人材はないという
I
の
only
ですか？
came here to trailblaze. I came here for a holiday, not to work, not to run errands, not for anything.
それとお忘れなく剣木のありかは非中の非。泉州の民以外に接触させるのは
規則に反するか。なら私からも普賢殿に一言忠告しよう。規則は
By the way, can I just ask you all if the stream has been lagging today?
危機が迫った時、規則が有用であれば従うが。
Shifted a couple things around with my internet.
私はとある規則に反する決定
So
をしよ
I
う
don't know if he has improved or if he has introduced any new issues. If you find something a bit weird with the stream, please let me
考え
know.
ただけで清々しくなるよ。 不言殿、この兵符を君に渡そう。運気軍の指揮は任せた。剣木の近くにある探偵士で策を打ってくれ。
私が兵をですか？
ずっと将軍になってみたかったのだろ
う。いつも嫌がってたくせにどうして？わかりましたわ。
わかりましたわ。
将軍の命に従うとしましょう。
そして列車の諸君。
As for our astral friends, I hereby formally welcome you all to join our operation to seal the Stellar
運気
Rock.
軍の方は不言殿が手配するはずだ。でもその前に諸君は構造士の近道を通り不言殿と再度合流してほしい。
Orders received, General. Errands received, General. Payment or we go on strike.
ああ、わかるとも。
Payment or we go on strike.
私は恩知らずに移るのだろうか。先週の激変を耐え、離れず手を差し伸べてくれたこと、心から感謝しよう。だがこのような窮地で、もし私が駆け引きをしようとしたら
Let us not allow monetary affairs to cast a shadow over more pressing matters.
ラフも恥をかくことになる。だから全てが収まってからその時に報
I
酬の
wonder if
話
there's an
をしよう。
option to,
そうだ。
or rather if there's an achievement for selecting multiple money face and maybe money face is not the right word. Money face sounds so unpleasant. Let's go with practical.
行に差異あり、利はなし。やはり過小に誤りなしのようね。数千年も折れたまま、枯れたままの剣木がよみがえるとは。先週は前途多難ね。すでに予想していたわ。
怒らないんだ。すでに占い済みで。
Is there anyone that isn't two steps ahead of us around here?
カフカを追っても無駄でしょう。旧館の陣は彼女の潔白を示しているもの。今重視すべきは剣木よ。正確の侵食が始まってから探偵士とは連絡が取れない状態なの。外に派遣された医者は別として、もともとは薬を作り薬剤を研究する場所。剣木の封印場所にもひときわ近い。正確の邪推が暴れ出しているなら最も危うい状況になっているはず。しかも探偵士にその裏切り者とやらがいると将軍は確信していたわ。薬王秘伝を自称している族どもが裏で動いている。本当に人を使うのが好きね。あそこは探偵士に一番近いからもうめちゃくちゃになってると思うわ。精査はすでに用意してあるから私についてきなさい。
Okay, off she goes. Let's follow behind.
将軍からの請託があるゆえ、私はここで失礼するわ。お前たちも気をつけて。
そうだ大木様、うちらの運勢も占ってほしいんだけど、どこをどう注意すればいい？
その必要はないわ。
No need.
この方眼で見た限り、お前たち
My
の
omniscient has seen that your journey will be auspicious. Everything will proceed smoothly.
順調なり。
With the power of plot armor.
道具とか指を使わなくてもわかるの？
I'm sure it's nothing we can't manage. Let's
よく言っ
go.
た。不言さん、その言葉に感謝する。さあ、行こ
う。Okay, onwards. Alright. I think this may be a good time to take a break. I am going to go and sleep now tomorrow, and so that I am adequately rested up for my first day at my new place tomorrow, at my new workplace tomorrow. Tomorrow the stream, yeah, tomorrow I let y'all know if I can stream. I suspect the stream will be a very short one, even if I do stream. Because my work ends at 9:30, by the way, 9:30 PM. Yeah, so it's like supremely late. I think by the time I get home it will be like 10 plus already. Wait, like 10 plus. But I let you know if I stream tomorrow. I let you know what I'm streaming. I have 26 of the energy. Let me probably I'm going to hit a colleague or something. Probably I'm going to hit a colleague or something. Like maybe say the Sprout of Life, so that my Pailu can continue to keep up. Shiraga, my baby boy Alan went almost 4k damage burst. Nice, nice. I haven't really gotten around to building Alan yet. Okay, so let's go. I'll hit some of the materials for. Yeah, I'll hit some of the materials for this. Pailu, yes, Pailu.
この機会を逃すな。
おや、弱っておるようじゃ。ボンブンモンキリ。
この
礼儀のなってないお客さんね。避けてね。
始めるか、お前の番だ。
どけ。騒ぎを起こしたくはない。今だ。
誘った覚えはないけど、ラッキースターは誰かな？
この機会を逃すな。
おや、弱よいしょ。
Ow, die. Finish. Okay, got some materials. Okay, let's return to the train. I'm calling it a night here. Hi, Pom Pom. Shiraga. The coach has always been so peaceful and quiet. Are you not used to it? Yeah, I can just go for a stroll. A stroll? Why stroll around? You can just ask me anything. If you got nothing to do, you can go look outside the window. The view is spectacular. Oh, March 7 and I love sitting in the window seats and staring out the window at the stars. Sometimes we even get to see some rare wonders. Go look outside the window. Which window? This one? Chinaga. I'm done. Forget it. If the Nameless didn't long for the outside walls, then they wouldn't be called the Nameless. Okay, Trailblaze level 33, 34, 35. I'm a bit alarmed that I'm already Trailblaze 35 after what? Just how long has this Stario been out? 1 week? Was it 1 week? Is it 1 week? Oh, just deploy this pass. Oh! Okay. Nice. Calm down, Shiraga. Calm down. Calm down. You are calm and collected. You are calm and collected. Yes, register the Eidolon and go. Just register the Eidolon and go. Skill level +2 up to a maximum of level 15. Basic attack level +1 up to a maximum of level 10. Activate. Why does your everything look so good? It's like the back from the left. And then it's like close out the eye. And then it's the back but then from the right side, right? Instead of the left, it's from the right. And then you can see like the earpiece that he's like having. Okay, calm down, Shiraga. Oh, now I gotta go all the way with you. Now I got to really go all the way with you. We'll see. Come with me, take a journey. Okay, I have the option to up some of the tracers here. Talent Invigoration. Restores the allies HP for 4% of Pyro's max HP plus 73%. Oh, wait, this is the revive. Sorry. Should be this one. Is it? Yeah, 10% of max HP plus 184. Hey! Wait, I can't even check what's the next level, what the next level is. Okay, fine. Anyway, I will up it anyway. Okay, everyone, thank you all for joining me. I am going to call it a night here. Please have a wonderful night's rest. Sorry, excuse me. Please have a good rest. There's one last thing I'll do, and that is to register the vinyls that I got from in the process. I'll set this song. I like this song. I like the melodies. Okay, everyone. I think that's all from me. Please have a good night's rest. I will see you all tomorrow. tomorrow, I think. Okay, yeah, and I'll probably go and update my schedule on my Discord, my new schedule on Discord, as well as the Twitch scheduling feature. So yeah, you can check for any updates there. Check on Discord, yeah. And in the meantime, yeah, follow my social media also. Recently, a lot of y'all, I think, have been on my Instagram. Thank you so much. Please have a good time. Was there anything else? No, I don't think so. There's anything else. So I'm going. Okay, I'm going to get some rest now. Yeah. So yeah, have a good rest. Have a good rest. Have a good rest of the week ahead. I'll see you all tomorrow evening. Tomorrow night rather. Yep. Good night. Oh, it's 12:30. Yeah, it's time to sleep. So I don't look like a zombie on my first day at work. Even if it starts at like 12 or 1:30-ish. Yeah, have a good night's rest, yeah. See ya.